Okay, so today I'm here to talk to you about something that can really help you become a much better fisherman. Confidence baits. Confidence baits, by my definition, is a bait that you can throw. It's easy to throw. It doesn't cost too much money, and they're just going to flat out catch fish cast after cast. Maybe not every cast, but you're going to have a high hookup ratio, and the bass are just going to go absolutely crazy over it. So I have a few baits that Bass Pro Shop has sent me, so I can talk about them to you guys, and I hope you enjoy the video. So the first bait I'm going to be talking about is a chatterbait. This is Z-Man's Pro Series chatterbait in the black and blue pattern. And I usually spool this up either on braid, about 30-pound braid, or about 12-pound fluorocarbon. It usually comes with a trailer, but the trailers kind of suck on it. Everybody gets their own trailer to put on it. What I have is NetBait's Baby Pack-A-Crawl in the green pumpkin. Colors are going to be very, a lot of people say that the colors have to match exactly, and that's not necessarily true. As long as, it's a dark color with another dark color, like black and blue, green pumpkin, that's not going to be a big deal. It's just as far as retrieve goes, it's just a cast it out and reel it in kind of bait. You can do different things with it. Some people reel it in slowly, close to the bottom. It really all just depends on what the fish are, where the fish are at, that time of year really. You fish it close to the bottom, top, it really doesn't matter. It's a very versatile bait in that sense. The next bait that I'm talking about is a tube, and everyone always fishes tubes with a tube jig head, and that's why I'm not going to show you that. What I'm showing you right now is a football shaky head, and the reason that I paired it up with a football shaky head today is to show you just one more different way that you can fish a tube. Tubes are going to be a bottom bait, and they mimic crawfish and other bait fish that are on the bottom. And what I do is you just let it sink to the bottom and then just pops up with the rod tip. It's going to be a very effective bait. You can let it sit and pause. Usually on the pause is where most baits get hit, and that's the same for tubes. Tubes I'm usually going to fish on rock piles, grass mats. That's about it when I fish tubes. Rock piles and grass mats. Not really any other kind of structure because it can get hung up. It is, even with most tube jig heads, it's going to be an exposed hook. So that exposed hook can get caught up in other kinds of structure. And it's a very slow retrieve. I mean, especially with this shaky head, it's going to bounce up and down. As far as reeling it in, it's going to take you a while to reel in, which is good because as long as your line's wet, better chance of getting hit you have. That's the tube, and I believe this tube is a Bass Pro Shop Tournament Series tube. This is also in the green and watermelon flex. The next bait I'm going to be talking about is the Zoom Super Fluke. It's in the Tennessee Shad pattern. I have this paired up with the Gamakatsu 3-aught round end worm hook. And you can fish this in many different depths. I like to keep it close to the top so I can see it all the way through. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to let it fall and sink like a bait fish, and then you're going to twitch it on a slack line. And what it's going to do is it's going to have that swooping motion like a dead bait fish or an injured bait fish trying to get away from a bass or any predator really. And this is another like really big bait that a lot of the fishermen are using on the Pro Series right now, because it is such a easy bait that you can still catch really big fish with. I mean, a lot of people think, oh, confidence baits, you know, they catch fish every cast because they're small fish. Not necessarily, not with a lot of these baits. One trick is, if the tails ever get bent in the packaging from heat or whatever just being scrunched up, they're not going to swim right. And what you need to do is, just like you mold like a mouthpiece for sports, you're going to get boiling water and dip the flukes in there for about at max 20 seconds each time, and they'll actually straighten out if you just lay them on their back afterwards on a paper towel or something like that. And what I like to do is I like to cast it out, let it fall for a little bit, and then give it a few twitches, and then let it fall again. Because on the fall is when I get bit the most. And you can really play around and see like how you like to fish a fluke. As far as rigging up goes, I always use braid, because braid floats. Get braid or real monofilament. So those are the floating lines. Fluorocarbon's going to sink, and you're not going to be able to get an easy twitch on it. And it's not going to, the way I fish it close to the top, it's not going to do that with monofilament. As far as reels and rods go, a lot of people think that you need a very expensive rod. Not with flukes. With flukes, honestly, I use a pretty crappy rod as often as I can, because you really don't. It's a very easy bait to fish no matter what rod or reel combo you have. As long as you have that braid, you're going to be good. I save Senkos for last because I want to show you the importance and how much I love to fish Senkos. This is a box strictly for Senkos that I keep in my tackle bag now. I have the shorter style Senkos. I think these are the 4-inch, and then I have the, I believe, 6-inch Senkos. And Senkos are going to be a very versatile bait. I always keep some rigged up. I keep one rigged up weedless, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and I keep one rigged up wacky at all times, because they are my go-to bait. They probably are my absolute favorite bait, and I usually have one tied up if I'm going out and I'm going to throw some lures. A Senko's always going to be one of them. Alright, so Senkos are my absolute favorite bait for many reasons. For one, is the action that it'll give you. They're very slow falling baits, but this Senko in particular right now is wacky rigged, and you can see that it kind of just, you know, pops up like that, and bass are going to go absolutely crazy over this. You see on the fall, it falls very slowly, and again, a lot of baits on the fall is where you're going to get bit with bass. They're going to wait to make sure that that fish is absolutely dead, or that bait, fish, worm, whatever is absolutely dead on the bottom, and they're going to pick it up. The Senkos that I'm using right now, this is a Gary Yamamoto Yama Senko. It is my absolute favorite brand of Senko. Gary Yamamoto is a genius in making baits. Like I said before, this is wacky rig. And let me show you, let me see if I can get a good picture of the fall of this bait. Just going to drop it right here. Look at how slow that bait falls. So you really need to know about how much water you're fishing in, depth of the water, so you can know when it's on the bottom. Because if you're fishing it, you should know when it's at the bottom, so you can pop it back up with that wacky reel. And if it doesn't hit the bottom, you need to know to set that hook, because the fish is probably taking it on the fall, like I told you they usually do. Show you the fall one more time so you guys can get a good idea of how long it takes. I'm about to drop this in about 7 feet of water for you guys, just to give you a little idea. That's about how long it takes. As far as line goes, it all depends on water clarity. If you're fishing really clear water, you're going to want the fluorocarbon, probably clear fluorocarbon. If you're fishing dirtier stained water, you can get away with braid. I fish a lot of braid with my Senkos, or I'll fish braid with a fluorocarbon leader. Both are really good. As far as, I use a medium to medium heavy action rod. It really doesn't matter if you want to use a spinning reel or if you want to use a bait caster. It's really all just your personal preference. I've used both, been successful with both. As far as color goes with the Senkos, it really doesn't matter. The fish love it so much, honestly, that I can fish a black Senko in perfectly clear water like this, and the fish are going to bite it, just because of the action of it. But I do have, as you saw before, the different colors. I do have light water Senkos and dark water Senkos. Well, darker colored and lighter colored, I guess. That's the Wacky Rig Senko. The next and last way that I'm going to show you how to fish a Senko is weedless rig. Weedless rig again, I think personally it's going to be an even slower fall. Gary Yamamoto himself says to throw a Senko, if you're going to weedless rig it, with a 3/0 wide gap worm hook. And basically what you're going to do is just twist the rod. I have with the rod tip down. It's just going to give crazy action up in the water. Again, it's going to kind of give like a motion of almost a fluke, but more on the bottom. Let's go crazy over this. There are other ways to fish a Senko, which I don't necessarily have all the stuff to do at the moment. I will leave a link in the description to a YouTube fisherman, Lunkers TV. He is actually really good friends with Gary Yamamoto, and he fishes Senkos like all the time, and he has a really good video on how to fish Senkos that I'll leave in the link. I'll leave the link in the description below, so you guys can go check him out. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Honestly, if I had to fish any of these baits right now, it'd probably be this Senko right here. Well, the Wacky Rig Senko. It is a great bait for really any time of year too. It doesn't matter if it's winter, fall, summer, spring. The bass are going to want it. A tip I do have, if you are going to fish it in the winter time, I would downsize to the smaller 4-inch. I think they make a 3-inch baby Senko actually. That would be the best tip I would have for winter time, because the bass are going to be a little bit slower moving, and they're not going to want that really big snag, so it just downsize a little bit. Also, that's probably why I rig it over the winter time, because it's going to be a little bit less of a presentation. It's just going to have this little hop instead of the big swooping motion that the Wheeless and the Mojo rig have. That's how you fish the confidence. See you out on the water. And that's confidence baits. I hope you guys learned something new about fishing today that'll help you in your next trip out on the water. If you don't have some of these baits, I will leave the link in the description to Bass Pro Shops where you can purchase these baits. And I really do recommend you do it because it is going to help you become a better fisherman. Sorry about this dog in the background, can't get him to shut up. It is going to help you become a better fisherman, and you are going to be able to catch a lot more bass with these baits. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below, and be sure to go out, catch more fish with these confidence baits, and I'll see you next time.